Northern Light Webcasting Network, in conjunction with Colfax High School, presents Viking Pregame. A look at today's Colfax Vikings game. And now, Viking Pregame.
Good evening and welcome to Viking Pregame. Rick Olson here in the NLWN-TV studio, and we're getting ready to bring you Colfax Viking Football. Tonight, the Vikings, with a record of 1-5 overall, will take on the 3-2 overall Turtle Lake Lakers. The Vikings are looking to bounce back following their decisive 49-0 defeat at the hands of the Spring Valley Cardinals last week, while the Lakers are looking to build on their impressive 28-14 win over the Boyceville Bulldogs. Now, coming up in this edition of Viking Pregame, we'll take a look at tonight's matchup between the Colfax Vikings and the Turtle Lake Lakers. Then we'll get Coach DeMoe's perspective on tonight's game in Coach's Corner. Then we'll go out to Turtle Lake High School, where we'll bring you all the play-by-play action of tonight's game. All that coming up right after this timeout as you're tuned to Viking Pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Give kisses. Give kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you.
Yeah.
It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back to Viking Pregame. Tonight, the Vikings will try to get back on the winning track following their 49-0 loss last week at the hands of the Spring Valley Cardinals. This week, the Vikings will take on the Turtle Lake Lakers. The Vikings come into tonight's game with a record of 1 win and 5 losses. The Lakers come into tonight's game with a record of 3 wins and 2 losses. They opened the season with a 30-0 win over Webster and followed that with losses to Cadott and Glenwood City, as well as wins over Clear Lake and Boyceville. Now, in their victory last week over Boyceville, the Lakers were led by quarterback Toby Call, who went 8 for 14 through the air for 143 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a quarterback rating of 132. Call's top receiver was 5'11" senior Joel Humphrey, who had 5 receptions for 89 yards and 3 touchdowns. On the ground, they were led by 5'10" senior running back Blake Thill, who rushed for 122 yards on 24 carries. On defense this season, the Lakers are led by senior Noah Torgerson, who's amassed 55 total tackles, including 5 tackles for loss and 3 forced fumbles. In addition, junior Wyatt Nitchie had 54 tackles this season, including 7 tackles for loss and 1 forced fumble. Pass defense is led by the aforementioned Humphrey, who leads the Lakers in interceptions with 3, one of which was a pick 6 for a touchdown. Last week, the Vikings were soundly defeated by the Spring Valley Cardinals 49-0. The Vikings offense simply couldn't sustain any drives, gaining a total of only 90 yards. That left simply too much opportunity for the powerful Spring Valley offense to put up yards and points. One promising drive that the Vikings engineered included quick slant passes to Nick Jensen and Tristan Lenz.
Quick throw to Jensen. He's got it at the 50-yard line. There's that quick slant to Jensen again. There's a snap. Quick pass. That time to Lenz, and he's got it down around the 35-yard line. They're going to put it on the 36, but another first down for the Vikings.
The Vikings will need to get their running game back on track, where they're being led by Aiden McKee, who's averaging 5.1 yards per carry, and Bryce Sikora, who's averaging an additional 62 yards per game. Now, coming up next, I caught up with Coach DeMoe at a practice a little earlier this week, and we'll get his perspective on tonight's game in Coach's Corner. Then we'll bring you all the play-by-play action of tonight's game between the Colfax Vikings and the Turtle Lake Lakers. All that coming up right after this timeout as you're tuned to Viking Pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Time now to see what the coaches have to say. It's Coach's Corner, what they look at tonight's game from the coach's point of view. And now, Coach's Corner.
We're talking on Coach's Corner with Viking head coach Matt DeMoe. And Coach, last week against the Spring Valley Cardinals, the Vikings just couldn't seem to get anything going right against the Cardinals, and it made for a long evening. Your comments about the game?
Yeah, it definitely did. But, looking back 2 weeks, I thought we did, some better things versus Spring Valley than we did versus Boyceville. We kept our heads high, and we even got them in a situation on their second drive, where they got to fourth down and they didn't convert on it. So there was definitely some positives from it. But, yeah, we still got to be able to string some things together to be able to score.
Now, it seemed like on offense that the Vikings just had a hard time putting several plays together to create a drive. There was one drive that had some promising moments where you hit a couple quick slants to Jensen and Lenz, but other than that, not much could happen, and you came up scoreless for the second week in a row. What do the Vikings need to do to put some points on the board?
A lot of our run stuff sets up our pass stuff, and we had some nice passes there, in the game, and we want to be able to continue to do that. But, it comes down to our blocking and a good week of practice and figuring out how we can get a hat on a hat so we can run the ball, move somebody up in the box, and then we can throw those quick slants where somebody's not in the way. So just back to the drawing board, back to work.
Now, that said, those quick slants to Jensen and Lenz really all season long have kind of seemed to be pretty successful. Are we going to see more of that?
Yeah, definitely. They're big receivers. They got good hands, and they do good things for us. We want to be able to get the ball in their hands. So, we get a couple runs, and they move up. That's definitely what we're going to look to next.
All right, so this week it's the Turtle Lake Lakers. Now, they've had some mixed success this year. They've picked up losses to Glenwood City and Cadott, but they also have wins over Clear Lake and a big upset win over Boyceville. What do you know about Turtle Lake?
They're going to sling the ball all over the place. We've seen that in all the films that we have, and, they do a very good job of it. That quarterback's, he's good. He can really throw the ball. We got to be able to take him out of his comfort zone. We got to be able to get pressure on him and mix up our coverages on the outside so he can't just back up, throw to a spot.
Now, as you mentioned, they throw the ball a lot. Toby Call is the guy that does the throwing, and he's got a tremendous quarterback rating. So what do you have to do to just keep him in check?
Yeah, it comes down to our coverages on defense. We got to be disciplined at every level, and when we call something, we got to be able to do it just so he can't stand back there and pick us apart, because that's what he'll do if we sit back in a cover three. He's great with the ball. He's got some really good receivers, and, they do the stuff that they do just seems so simple, but they do it so well.
This also seems like a game where you're going to need something extra out of both Nick Jensen and Cameron Molina with some pressure on call.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to need our big boys up front to be able to startle him up a little bit so he's not just standing on his point throwing to his guys.
Any new injuries or illnesses that we need to be aware of?
Yeah, we had a couple concussions from last week and then Monday this week. So a JV kid and Dylan Heedle on the varsity who plays middle linebacker and offensive line. So that will definitely hurt.
Yeah, he's going to be a tough one to fill.
Yep, for sure.
Well, Coach, thank you for joining us tonight on Coach's Corner, and good luck in tonight's game. We have more Viking pregame coming up right after this timeout.
You've been listening to Coach's Corner, where they look at tonight's game from the coach's point of view. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network. Stay tuned. There's more Viking pregame coming up right after this brief timeout. You're listening to Viking pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
Level
on three. 1, 2, 3. Ball out. 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 1, 2, 3. Bring it back. 4, 5, 6. Bring it down.
When I first saw Turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We had this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
Welcome back to Viking Pregame. Tonight, we have the Vikings looking to get back on the winning track after back-to-back losses to the Boyceville Bulldogs and the Spring Valley Cardinals. We also have the Turtle Lake Lakers, who are looking to build on their win last week over Boyceville. The key to tonight's game for the Vikings is to keep the Laker offense off the field by controlling the ball and reestablishing their rushing attack and limiting turnovers. When Turtle Lake has the ball, the Vikings need to shut down the outside runs and protect against the deep pass. So, it all adds up to some exciting high school football action right here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Now, in just a few moments, we'll send it out to Turtle Lake High School, where we will bring you all the play-by-play action of tonight's game. You've been tuned to Viking Pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help. And slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Test 1, 2.
Intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
You've been listening to Viking Pregame with a look at today's Colfax Vikings game. Stay tuned. Coming up next is live Colfax Viking Football.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Colfax Viking Football is on the air. The Northern Light Webcasting Network, in conjunction with Colfax High School, proudly presents today's Colfax Vikings game. And now, out to the stadium for coverage of today's Colfax Vikings game.
And good evening, and welcome to Saputo Field in Turtle Lake, Wisconsin, as the Colfax Vikings are getting ready to take on the Turtle Lake Lakers. It's homecoming for the Turtle Lake Lakers tonight, so a lot of people filtering in as we're getting ready for some football in just a few minutes. I'll tell you what, Dan, let's take a quick look at the starting lineups for tonight's game. Why don't you go ahead and give us that?
Yeah, here's the offensive starters for the Turtle Lake Lakers. They're going to go with senior number 3, Toby Call, for junior number 4, Drew Torgerson, senior number 5, Joel Humphrey, senior number 7, Blake Thill, sophomore number 8, Walker Korsch, junior number 9, Christian Torgerson, junior number 52, Wyatt Nitchie, sophomore number 53, Brady Peterson, senior number 54, John Siebenthal, senior number 55, Braden Schalick, and senior number 56, Noah Torgerson. For the Colfax Viking, they're going to go with senior number 5, Bryce Sikorga, junior number 8, Nick Jensen, sophomore number 9, Elijah Insminger, Sophomore number 22, Cade Anderson. Senior number 28, Aiden McKee. Junior number 51, Mark Solberg. Junior number 52, Ashton Greenwell. Freshman number 61, Caleb Arnston. Senior number 62, Josiah Harder. Sophomore number 66, Cameron Molina. And senior number 88, Tristan Lenz.
And that's who we've got tonight. One of the guys missing for the Vikings tonight, and Coach mentioned something about it earlier during Coach's Corner, is that Dylan Hidala is in concussion protocol, so we won't see him in action tonight, and they'll miss him from that inside linebacker spot and on the offensive line. The other team that hasn't been mentioned yet are the guys with the stripes on their shirts. Bruce Kelm is the referee tonight. He's the one in the white hat. The other officials, Richie Nargis, Nick Murdut, John Murdut, and Adam Swanapool. That's our officiating crew for tonight's game. I'll tell you what, we've got a couple of minutes before things get started. Why don't we take a bit of a timeout, and you're watching Colfax Viking Football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Are your animals feeling a little under the weather? Give the nice folks at Colfax Animal Hospital a call. Bruce Buckley is just what the doctor ordered. In fact, he is the doctor, and he's ready to help. That's the Colfax Animal Hospital. Give them a call at 715-962-3380.
When I was 10, my mom got deported. We had a difficult time, and I feel that's why I didn't get to finish school. My husband is really supportive in a way that he pushed me to go back to school.
She wants to have a career so her kids can look up to her.
They both keep me motivated to go to school, and they see that if I do it, like, they can do it too, you know? I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
And we are back here at Turtle Lake High School, and we have a gentleman right in front of our scoreboard camera, and can't do much about that. Well, we can, sort of.
Good evening, ladies
as they're getting ready to give the starting lineups for today's game from the public address announcer. And I tell you what, we're going to throw it right over to the public address announcer for those starting lineups.
Being introduced first tonight are the Colfax Vikings. They have chosen to be introduced as a team. Ladies and gentlemen, the Colfax Vikings. And now the starting lineup for the Turtle Lake Lakers. The starting offense for Turtle Lake is number 3, Toby Carr. Number 4, Drew Torgerson. Number 5, Joe Humphrey. Number 7, Blake Till. Number 8, Walker Koresh. Number 9, Christian Torgerson. Number 52, Wyatt Nitchie. Number 53, Brady Peterson. Number 54, John Singleton. Number 55, Brayden Shalleck. And number 56, Noah Torgerson.
And so that's the Turtle Lake Lakers. getting introduced, getting ready for their homecoming game. And now we will have the Turtle Lake Pep Band and our national anthem.
The playing of the national anthem by the Turtle Lake Pep Band under the direction of Miss Christina Lee.
And the Turtle Lake High School Pep Band and their rendition of our national anthem. And we did get our gentleman neighbor to realize he was in the camera shot, and he moved back up one row of seats and solved the problem. And to be honest with you, Dan, I noticed they were doing the coin toss, but it was after they had already tossed the coin.
Okay.
And so I have no idea who won the coin toss, so we're just going to have to wait and see who comes out on the field to do what.
I don't know if we have ever got it this year yet.
We have not.
You know, but they don't go to the center. You know, they kind of do it on the sideline.
Well, they did do it out in the middle of the field today, but it was earlier than they used to be.
Okay.
The Vikings are heading out to receive the kick. And back deep for the Vikings is Noah Ensminger, as well as Ashard Pekka. And I'm looking to see if that is actually Ensminger over there on the far side. I think it's Braden Shallock getting ready to kick off for Turtle Lake.
It might be Matt Dockel.
There's the kick. Well, it's Theo Hovde out down there. But it's Pekka with it. He gets it out across the 40-yard line and taken down at the 44-yard line. A good kick and return for the Vikings out to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Vikings.
Yeah, good start for Colfax.
So the Vikings come out of the huddle. They come up to the line of scrimmage. They're lined up with a receiver split out wide to the right. Snap to Sikora. He keeps it himself. Coming around the left side, gets pushed out of bounds for a loss of about a yard. That was Len splitting out wide on the right side as Sikora took it around the left.
Yeah, I noticed last week that Colfax was starting to do that RPO a little more.
All right, Vikings back up to the line. And Sminger in a tight slot. He goes in motion to the right. Snap to Sikora. Looks downfield. Throws it out into the flat. He's got, I believe it was McKee out there. Aiden McKee on the reception. And he gets it out to about the 48-yard line. 3rd and a long 5 for the Vikings. Again, they're lined up, everything pretty tight. Give straight up the middle to McKee, and there was not much there. He might have got a yard out of it. He's up to the 49-yard line.
Anderson back there on 3rd down for their game.
This looks like it could be 4-down territory for the Vikings, because Sikora stepping into the huddle, calling a play. And the Vikings come up to the line. Sikora drops back, looks down into the flat. He had Jensen, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. He would have had the first down, but the ball's going to go over on downs to the Turtle Lake Lakers at the Viking 48-yard line.
Good field position right away for Turtle Lake.
That was one of those that should have been caught. I'm sure Jensen's kind of kicking himself because it was there in his hands. All right, Lakers come up to the line. Splitting out wide to the right is Drew Torgerson. Going into motion is Christian Torgerson. He takes it around the right end. He's still on his feet. Gets taken down at about the 30-yard line.
Christian Torgerson back there. Good for 20 yards and a Laker first down.
Yeah, the quarterback for Turtle Lake, Toby Call. He's already got 143 yards and 131 passer rating. So
he's not afraid to sling it around the field. Lakers come up to the line. Call in the pistol. Waiting for the snap. He drops back, looks downfield. Throws it towards the end zone. It's complete. And dragging into the end, not into the end zone. He's taken down at about the 1-yard line. And that's Christian Torgerson again. They're going to mark it on the 1. This is the kind of passing, and the Viking defense let Torgerson go. He was wide open.
Yeah, Viking safeties are going to have to be aware tonight. Something they really haven't had to watch in the last couple games.
Turtle Lake at the line. Ball gives it straight up the middle and into the end zone for a touchdown. Trying to catch the number of the running back. I think it's Till. Blake Till. So that makes it 6-0. Turtle Lake on top.
Up for the 2-point conversion attempt.
Blake Till averaging 5.1 yards carry.
All right, Turtle Lake attempting the 2-point conversion. Rolling out and throwing it into the end zone, complete to Walker Korish for the 2-point conversion. And that makes the score, the Turtle Lake Lakers 8 and the Vikings 0. You're tuned to Viking Football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Come and join me on Halloween night as the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV bring you a Halloween Party 2021. We will bring you a selection of the finest in Halloween old-time radio broadcasts, and we'll cap it all off with the classic War of the Worlds starring Orson Welles. That's Halloween night on both the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and NLWN-TV starting at 7 p.m. I'll see you then.
And we're back here at Turtle Lake High School, where the Lakers have just opened up an 8-0 lead over the Vikings, most of which as a result of that deep pass down to the 1-yard line, down to Christian Torgerson down there on the 1-yard line, and then they just proceeded to punch it into the end zone.
Yeah, Toby Call's got an arm.
All right, Noah Torgerson getting ready to kick off. There's 3 Torgersons in uniform tonight. Short kick, It's out across the 35, out near the 40-yard line. That's Asher Pekka on that return.
10 for the Vikings from there.
So the Vikings come up to the line. Let's see how they respond. Again, things are lined up pretty tight. Len split out wide to the right. Sikora keeps it himself straight up the middle. Got met at the 40, but falls forward to about the 42.
Sikora keeps it on first down for 3 yards.
He's going to gain 3 yards on the play. Second down, 7 for the Vikings. Vikings at the line. They're split out this time. Sikora keeps it himself, coming around the left side. He gets the corner turn, gets out across the 50, down to about the 47-yard line of Turtle Lake. And it will be a first down Vikings at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, that helps when you have a quarterback who can get out and run a little.
McKee lined up in the backfield. Sikora in the pistol. And Sminger in the slot. Sikora keeps it himself, pitches it over to McKee, who got met at about the 46-yard line. It's going to be a gain of about a yard. It's going to bring up second down 9.
Second and 7.
Turtle Lake did a nice job of reading that option that time. All right, they come up to the line. Len split out wide to the left. Ensminger to the right. Snap to Sikora. Rolling to the right. Now he's in trouble. Gets taken down back at his own 42-yard line. About a 12-yard loss on the play. Maybe 13 yards.
3rd and 20 for the Vikings.
Third and a long ways. Len split out wide to the left. Sikora drops straight back. Looking downfield. He's got Jensen through his hands again.
Third down pass falls incomplete. 4th and 20 for the Vikings.
That's going to bring up 4th down, and I'm pretty sure it's probably a kicking situation now. Sikora dropping back into punt formation. Christian Torgerson back deep, and I'm trying to see who the other person is. A little bit of a high snap. He gets the kick away. Nice kick coming down to Torgerson. He's got it across the 40 and gets met there by the Vikings. Right about the 40-yard line. In fact, that's where they're going to mark it. So it's a first down for the Turtle Lake Lakers at the 40.
All right, let's see if Colfax can get a stop here.
All right, Turtle Lake up to the line of scrimmage. Pitch going around the left side. He's out across the 50, taken down at the Viking 47-yard line. It'll be a first down. Ball was carried by Joel Humphrey.
First down.
Good job by Colfax to turn that back inside. Could have went for more.
As it was a gain of 12. All right, Turtle Lake up to the line. Split out wide to the right is Drew Torgerson. Humphrey was in the slot. Pass complete by Call to Humphrey, and he gets down to the 34-yard line of the Vikings. That'll be another first down. Turtle Lake biting off big chunks of yards.
Yeah, good pass there. Just knock it through the Colfax defender's arms right into number 5's.
All right, Lakers come up to the line. Humphrey in the slot on the right. Drew Torgerson split out wide to the right. Give straight up the middle. Blake Pill on the carry. He gets it down to about the 29-yard line. Gain of about 5, 2nd and 5.
See if they call official timeout for shoe repair, or the clock starts to run.
Lakers at the line. Call looking down in the corner. He's got his receiver, but he just overthrew him. Back shoulder pass that was just out of the reach of Toby. Well, no, Toby called through it. It was Christian Torgerson coming from that far side. Vikings are letting them get behind them. They can't have that happen.
That Colfax defender got kind of stuck. Guy was coming out on the flat. The other guy went long, and he got caught in the middle.
Call rolling to his right, throwing down to the right side, and the pass is complete. That's to Humphrey. Right about the 20-yard line. It's going to be a first down.
First down.
Ball's placed right on the 20-yard line. Lakers at the line. Humphrey in motion. Call keeps it himself going around the right end, and he's going to gain
Call keeps the ball.
About 3.
3-yard gain. Maybe a 4-yard gain.
3-yard gain by Call.
2nd and 6. Sorry.
Yeah, good job by number 33, Ashton Pekka. Did not get fooled on that play.
Turtle Lake coming back up to the line. 5:40 to go in the first quarter. Call looking over into that corner again. Pass was intended for Walker Korish, and it's incomplete.
3rd and 6.
It's going to bring up 3rd down 6. I suspect this is 4 down territory.
I don't think we've seen him run it.
I was going to say, they seem to want to throw that ball into that left corner. They're seeing something over there that they want to pick on. They have slot receiver on the left side. Carrying it straight up the middle that time is Christian Torgerson. See where they spot it. They're going to spot it just inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for Turtle Lake.
1st and goal for the Lakers.
They have 4 receivers over on the right side. And the pass is on the left side, caught in the end zone for a touchdown by Joel Humphrey. That will make the score Turtle Lake 14 and the Vikings 0 with 5:07 to go in the first quarter.
Those two are on the same page tonight, Toby Call and Joel Humphrey.
All right, Lakers come up to the line, going for 2. Slot receivers on both sides. Give it straight up the middle. And he didn't get there. Oh, I guess he did. It was a late whistle with a late sign. He did get into the end zone. It was Christian Torgerson with it, making the score 16-0. Turtle Lake Lakers on top with 5:07 to go. And you're tuned to Viking football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
When it comes to your finances, security is just so important. Dairy State Bank's online banking and mobile app offers dozens of new and enhanced real-time alerts. Whether an ATM withdrawal is made or a login to your account failed, you'll instantly know. So now, the technology that makes it easier to manage your money is also making it safer. Visit dairystatebank.com or call to learn more. Dairy State Bank. Banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Dairy State Bank.
And the Vikings return it out to about the 34-yard line.
From the 35-yard line, so it's a first down for Colfax. From there.
They're going to mark it on the 35, 1st and 10 for the Vikings.
Yeah, the RPO for Colfax has been working here in the first quarter, and see if they stick with it a little more.
Vikings at the line of scrimmage. And not much there.
Anderson's ball carrier on the first down.
They try to give it to the upback Anderson, and he got... it's not even a yard. It's going to be a long 9 for the Vikings. Sikora waiting for the snap. Gives it to Ensminger coming around the right side. He lost his footing as he tried to plant his foot and make a cut, but he did pick up a few yards. Gets it out near the 40. They're going to mark it at the 38-yard line.
6 for the Vikings.
3rd down, 6 yards to go.
You know, one thing Colfax offense has to do, slow it down a little bit. They got to give these defensive guys a little rest.
They need to string together a drive. Ensminger in motion. Sikora drops back, looks out into the flat. He's got his receiver. Breaks one tackle and gets knocked back just shy of the first down. He's going to be really close. Now they're giving him the first down. I thought he was shy, but they're saying first down, Vikings.
Yeah, big hit by
at
number
the 45.
Big hit by number 55, Brandon Schlock on that one for Turtle Lake.
Vikings come up to the line. They're in that tight formation again. And Sminger in the slot on the left. Or check that, he was on the right side. They give it up the middle to McKee. He still keeps his feet, runs backwards, and finally gets taken down after a gain of 9.
McKee, the ball carrier on first down, going for 9.5.
Yeah, good job by Aiden McKee to pick up extra yards on that one.
2nd and a half.
Break a couple tackles.
All right, Lentz is to the right. Gives to McKee again, and he tries to plant his foot, and it went out from under him, but he gained the first down to about the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 Vikings.
Viking first down.
Vikings trying to get that drive put together. A couple first downs already in this drive. And Sminger split out wide to the left, Lentz to the right, and another give to McKee straight up the middle. He's across the 40 down to about the 38 or 39-yard line. They're going to mark it on the 38. Gain of 4. 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Lentz coming out to the left. In that tight slot is Ensminger. Jensen tight on the right. And we have a penalty marker flying.
72 for Turtle Lake. Come across the line.
Yeah, Sikora pulling his Aaron Rodgers routine there, drawing the defense to jump.
Yeah, he noticed it right away, too.
The Lakers, that 5-yard penalty will set up a 2nd and 1.
So, 2nd down and about a yard for the Vikings. They're at the 33 of Turtle Lake. Coming around the right side is McKee. He gets it down to about the 30. Or check that was Anderson on the carry. No, that was Anderson leading the way. I had it right the first time. That's what I thought I saw was a 28.
Colfax moves the chains again.
1st and 10 for the Vikings at the 31-yard line. Score takes the snap, drops back. Looking downfield. He threw it to the inside, and Ensminger went to the outside.
Down, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that was probably a good idea because there was 2 guys back there for Turtle Lake on Ensminger.
Although had Ensminger broke to the inside, the range was right. You're right, though. Turtle Lake had pretty good coverage on the play. Vikings up to the line. Give to McKee, straight up the middle. Gets across the 30 down to about the 27-yard line.
36 for the Vikings.
Brings up a 3rd and 6. 4 yards for McKee on that carry. And Sminger splitting out wide to the right. Lentz to the left. Sikora drops back, looks downfield, steps up into the pocket, takes it himself, gets it down to about the 25-yard line.
Sikora keeps it for about 3 yards.
He got a couple yards on the play. It's going to bring up 4th and 4 for the Vikings. Vikings at the line. Ensminger in motion. Sikora gets the snap. Dropping back. Rolls out. Looking down. He's got Jensen out there, but just overthrew him. Right down near the 10-yard line. And the ball goes over on downs to the Turtle Lake Lakers. They give the ball straight up the middle. A lot of running room for Christian Torgerson And he gets taken down around the 41-yard line. Big gain for Torgerson. 16-yard carry for Torgerson.
Good open field tackle for Elijah and Samara on that one.
Torgerson only had 39 yards last week against Boyceville. In that upset win over Boyceville, he's already pushing that. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter with the score. The Turtle Lake Lakers 16, the Vikings 0. You're tuned to Viking Football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
When your lawn is looking less than desirable, you need to give it a little pick-me-up. Midwest Environmental Consultants can help. With their Morning Sun Fertilizer, your lawn will get just what it needs. Morning Sun Fertilizer is non-chemical and organic. It's suitable for both urban and rural settings. Call Midwest Environmental Consultants at 715-586-1302 for a free estimate. That's Midwest Environmental Consultants, beautifying the lawns of the Chippewa Valley.
High school football action is coming your way on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Coming up on Friday, October 8th, the Colfax Vikings take on the Elmwood Plum Sitting Wolves from Colfax High School. Coverage begins at 6:40 p.m. with Viking Preview. That's live Colfax Viking Football on Friday, October 8th, on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Back here at Turtle Lake High School, Saputo Field, getting ready to start the second quarter. Turtle Lake on top, 16-0 over the Vikings. They have the ball, give it straight up the middle, and that time they got nowhere, met in the backfield. And looks like Cameron Molina in on that tackle. And it's a loss of about 2, second down, 12.
Yeah, Cameron Molina making some big noise this year for Colfax.
You know, we noticed him last year as a freshman, that he was able to make some big plays, and this year, he's only a sophomore, but they really count on him in the middle of that line. All right, Turtle Lake up to the line. Call back to throw. Looking downfield, he's got a receiver, he's got it caught. Take him down at about the 5-yard line. It's Drew Torgerson.
Torgerson got behind that and Smear.
Carl laid it right in his hands. That was a perfectly thrown pass. And Torgerson got taken down at the 5. Actually pretty decent coverage that time by the Vikings. It's just that Carl can throw the ball. I didn't really mean to make that rhyme.
Yeah, Colfax is going to have to find their way to get to the quarterback a little bit.
First and goal from the 5 for the Lakers. Call in the pistol. Waits for the snap. Gives it straight up the middle, and again, a big play in the backfield. That time, McKee making the tackle in the backfield. Till on the carry. And he lost about a yard back to the 6. Second and goal from the 6. Turtle Lake comes up to the line. Till in the backfield. Call waits for the ball. Play action pass, rolls out to the right, throws it to the end zone, pass complete for the touchdown. And the pass was completed to Koresh. Making the score, Turtle Lake 22 and the Vikings 0. And looks like they'll be going for 2 again. They come up to the line. And a toss over to the right side, and the pass is complete to Drew Torgerson for the 2-point conversion. Actually pretty well defended again by the Vikings. Just missed batting it away, but that makes the score Turtle Lake 24 and the Vikings 0. And you're tuned to Viking Football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Bridges, located in Colfax, Wisconsin, has been manufacturing prefabricated steel truss bridges since 1989. With hundreds of bridges supplied nationwide, we suspect you've crossed our path. It may have been on a pedestrian or bicycle bridge, or how about a snowmobile, ATV, or golf course bridge? Anderson Bridges is likely to have manufactured it. Founded in 1989, Anderson Bridges has been a family-owned company since its beginning and are proud to support the Colfax Vikings.
And we're back here, and Chris getting a shot of us sitting where we are here. Hey, want to remind you that on Monday, the Viking volleyball team is going to host Bloomer and Menominee in a triangular volleyball meet. Action starts around 5:30 p.m. in the Colfax High School gym. And then on Thursday next week, the girls travel to Elk Mound to take on the Elk Mound Mounders, with action getting underway at 7 o'clock. A little volleyball action for you. Turtle Lake getting ready to kick off. Again, Noah Torgerson to do the kicking. Low line drive kick picked up by one of the upbacks for the Vikings. He gets it out across the 35 to about the 37-yard line. And that's Anderson. Cade Anderson on the return. So 1st and 10 for the Vikings. You know, they had a promising drive that last one until they just ran out of downs.
Yeah, I think they just got to stick to the game plan, and they keep starting to make some positive yardage every time they get the ball. So
I think you're right, and I think getting points on the board, I don't care what they are, some points on the board will make all the difference in the world. McKee takes it around the right or left side, and again his feet went out from under him. I'm wondering if that ground's a little bit slick. I've seen a lot of the Vikings lose their footing.
yeah, that play just started a little bit slow.
And the pitch was actually, McKee had to kind of wait for the ball. All right, Vikings come up to the line. Jensen split out wide to the right. Lentz out wide to the left. Ensminger in the slot. Stepping up.
We got a new quarterback.
Looking downfield and gets taken down. Back at the 36-yard line.
We got a new quarterback.
Brian Tuchel now in there at quarterback for the Vikings. A lucky audience. My microphone was turned off. They were lucky people. All right, Vikings back up to the line. 3rd and 11 with Tuchel at quarterback. Missed the handoff. He was trying to give it to McKee. Broken play, and Tuchel got back to the line of scrimmage.
And he's down.
Well, now he's back up. Lost about a yard, and it's going to be 4th down and 12 for the Vikings. Sikora coming back in to go into punt formation. Back deep for Turtle Lake are Joel Humphrey and Christian Torgerson. Torgerson lined up on the 40, Humphrey at about the 35. Low snap. Sikora has to keep it. Tries to get to the outside, and he can't get anywhere. Taken down back at the 25-yard line. And that's where Turtle Lake's going to take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for the Lakers from the 25-yard line.
Snap was just a little bit low.
That's been a problem the Vikings have had to deal with all season long.
All right, they got to find some way to get to number 3, Toby Call.
Call brings the Lakers up to the line. Drops back, looking downfield. Now he's got it out in the flat to Till. Till zigs and zags. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5 where the Vikings finally take him down.
Till takes the screen for 20 yards.
So it'll be first and goal for Turtle Lake from the 5-yard line. Lakers come up to the line. Till in the backfield. They give it to Torgerson going around the end, and he's got a clear path into the end zone. And that'll make the score Turtle Lake 30 and the Vikings 0. And I'll be honest with you, Dan, there was no linebacker fill on that. There was someone out there to turn the play in, and there wasn't a linebacker anywhere to be seen.
Yeah, you know, Turtle Lake has been stretching that Colfax defense all night so far, and they don't have an answer for it.
Theo Humphrey was out on the outside, and he was out there to turn it in, but nobody was there to fill in the gap. End around coming the other way, and just a waltz into the end zone by Humphrey to make the score Turtle Lake 32 and the Vikings 0. And with 7:31 to go in the first half, you're tuned to Viking football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Customer-owned, community-minded, Synergy Co-op. Our reputation has always been true. We take pride in serving you. When you're a customer, you're the company. Always a part of one big family. Customer-owned, community-minded, Synergy Co-op.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Back here at Turtle Lake, Braden Shalleck to kick off for the Lakers. Here's the kick. Low line drive kick. Picked up by the Vikings. Finally, they fall on it. Anderson had to finally fall on it. He couldn't find the handle when it first got there. It bounced away from him, and before any other mistakes happened, he fell on the ball to keep the possession for the Vikings, where they'll have it 1st and 10 in their own 31-yard line. Jensen lined up tight on the right side. And we have a timeout being called by the Vikings. Yeah, players not sure where they were supposed to line up. So timeout on the field.
Timeout called.
7:29 to go in the first half. Turtle Lake 32, Vikings nothing. And you're tuned to Viking football, the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane. Woo! You got this.
And we're back here at Turtle Lake. Vikings have the ball. They put Anderson in motion. Sikora looks downfield. He's got his pass complete. At about the 49-yard line to Ensminger. A throw over the middle to Ensminger. Ensminger had to go up and get it, but it was complete.
Good for 20 yards.
Yeah, good job. He had number Turtle Lake defender right in his face. That'd be number 3, Toby Call.
Vikings up to the line. Jensen split out wide to the right. Lens out to the left. Give straight up the middle. McKee gets across the 50. Down near the 49-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. They're going to put it back right on the 50-yard line. Gain of a yard for the Vikings. 2nd and 9. Again, they come up to the line. Score dropping back. Looking downfield. Overthrew McKee. No, Anderson. Overthrew Anderson down around the 30-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 9. Len splits out wide to the left. Vikings are lined up tight on the right side. Ensminger on a tight wing. Score looking downfield. Tucks it down. Gets rid of it. But it's incomplete. It was intended for Anderson. Brings up 4th down 9.
4th and 9 for the Vikings.
Sikora needs to make his decision really quick because he doesn't have time. He's got time for picking out a receiver, and by the time he steps up, Turtle Lake is closing in on him, and he doesn't have much of a chance to get rid of the ball.
Yeah, Turtle Lake front four is a little stronger right now than the Colfax offense, and they're kind of pushing them back.
All right, Vikings at the line. They're going to go for it. Anderson goes in motion. Sikora drops back, loses his footing. Pass intended for Anderson is off his hands, incomplete. When Sikora dropped back, he ran right into McKee, which threw the play out of sync. And Turtle Lake takes over, 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line.
It probably sound like a little broken record, but they got to find a way to get to Toby Collier and not give him so much time.
Put some pressure on him, yeah.
Yeah, he's using a calendar back there.
Even if it means bringing some kind of a blitz action or something. Ball rolls out to the right. He completes the pass to Drew Torgerson, and he gets it down to about the 32 or 33-yard line.
Pass to Torgerson is complete for 19 yards. Flag on the play.
We do have a penalty marker on the play. Right at the end of the play. We'll see what the officials have to say.
Personal foul. Colfax.
Personal foul, and they didn't make it clear what it was.
Call is a personal foul on the Vikings. So
that makes it 1st and 10 for Turtle Lake at about the 18-yard line, maybe the 19. Ball gives it up the middle, and again, nothing doing up the middle. That was Ashton Greenwell on that tackle. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. A few times they've tried to go right up the middle. There hasn't been much there.
Yeah, that front four of Colfax is pretty stout. Somebody come on out for Colfax.
Yeah, Greenwell coming off. I didn't see who came on.
51.
Mark Solberg. Throw into the corner of the end zone. Being fought for. And he comes down with it. That was an amazing catch by Drew Torgerson. That was defended about as well as you can defend it by Anderson. He went up, and they both had their hands on the ball. Torgerson came down with it inbounds in the corner and maintained possession and got the touchdown. But Anderson was right there on the coverage.
Yeah, the
he got outsized that time. Give on the end around. Vikings are there this time. Does he get in? He pitches it. No, the whistle blew. The whistle blew. He was still on his feet. He did pitch it to someone, but once that whistle blows, the ball is dead, so the extra point attempt is no good. So the score remains Turtle Lake Lakers 38, Vikings 0. And you're tuned to Viking football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made home ownership happen. Homeschooling yourself on loans, beefing up your credit score.
So I'm pre-approved.
You were like, yes! Sorry. Color coding listings, ticking boxes, and flushing every toilet in a 20-mile radius. Home sweet home. You aced house hunting. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Well, we're back here at Turtle Lake High School. As we mentioned before, it is homecoming for Turtle Lake. We're going to have a little bit of an extended halftime. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we will have a Viking profile for you. And then we also have the Colfax High School report. Turtle Lake Lakers getting ready to kick off. And it's Braden Shalleck. Boy, the Vikings have come close to breaking one of these kickoffs. His kick is coming up a little bit short. Again, caught by Anderson. He's out to the 35 and taken down at the 40-yard line.
Anderson returns the kickoff to the 40-yard line. First and 10 for the Vikings from there.
Theo Hovde just got a rude awakening to varsity football action. Theo Hovde isn't exactly a big guy and ran into one of the larger Turtle Lake Lakers and got tossed to the side like a rag doll. All right, up to the line come the Vikings. Slot formation out to the left side. Sikora, toss out to the left. He's got McKee. Gets it out across the 45 to about the 48-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 49-yard line, and it's second down and a yard to go.
Yeah, good job by Colfax, kind of stretching that play out and leaving the middle open. Find an open McKee.
All right, two backs back with Sikora now. Give to McKee straight up the middle, and he might have got a yard. He got close to midfield. They're going to give him the first down. I think he got kind of a generous spot there.
Rushes for a first down, first and 10 from the 50-yard line.
Nose of the football poking into Turtle Lake territory. Jensen splitting out wide to the right, Lenz to the left. Ensminger in the slot on the left. Sikora keeps it himself, pitches it, and it's fumbled on the ground. McKee falls on it. I'll be honest with you, Dan, I think that was an incomplete forward pass. I think he pitched that forward.
Stop the backfield, second and 11 for the Vikings.
Yeah, it looks like they're not going to give that to him, though.
No, but it
was kind of a bang-bang play there.
Second down 10. It was that option, but McKee got a little bit out in front that time. Sikora takes a snap, drops straight back. Looking out, and the pass was intended for Anderson. Covered pretty well that time by Wyatt Nitchie for Turtle Lake. It's going to bring up third down and 11. Again, Anderson's not exactly a tall guy, and Nietzsche was good head and shoulders taller and went up in the air, and the ball went way over Anderson's head as a result. Score dropping back. He's got pressure, looking downfield, looking deep. He's got a receiver who's well covered, and it's incomplete. On the coverage was Joel Humphrey.
And 11.
I believe that was Ensminger deep. 4th down, 11 yards to go for the Vikings.
So can I play armchair quarterback right now?
Sure.
I'd like to see Colfax add in a play action. Run, and then a play action. I don't think I've seen him do play action all year yet. Just something I want to put it in.
Sikora dropping back, tucks it in, keeps it himself, and gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. In fact, they're not going to give him that. They're going to make it a loss of about 2, and it's going to be 1st down for Turtle Lake on the Viking 38-yard line. I know that we've talked about that with Coach DeMoe and talked about running the ball to set up the pass, but the best way for you to set up the pass with the run is with play action, and you're right, we see it very rarely. Call back, looks downfield, and the pass is batted down by the Vikings. Eli Ralph on the coverage.
Yeah, there we go. Number 33, Asha Pecker, got through the line.
Put a little pressure on him, forced him out of the pocket, made him a little uncomfortable. Slots on both sides. Torgerson goes in motion. Pitch to Christian Torgerson going around the right side. They turn him back in at the line of scrimmage, and finally the linebackers get there at about the 44-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 4. It's going to be 3rd and 6. They're down, 6 yards to go. They're at about the 44-yard line. Call rolls out. He hits Torgerson, and his feet went out from under him. Just shy of the 1st down.
2 yards short of the line of gain. 4th and 2 for the Lakers.
4th down, about a yard to go. Turtle Lake with slots on both sides. Call takes the snap, rolls out to his right. Keeping it himself, gets taken down, and does not get the 1st down. Asher Pekka on the play.
Call, stop short of the line of gain.
Yeah, good job.
And the ball goes over on downs to the Vikings.
Oh my gosh.
A defensive stance for the Vikings.
Way to go, Colfax.
Minute 50 to go in the 1st half. Lentz splits out wide to the right. And we have a timeout being called by the Vikings. So with a minute 50 to go in the 1st half, it's Turtle Lake 38, Vikings 0. You're tuned to Viking Football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes! Make a plan today.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Minute 50 to go in the first half. Turtle Lake on top, 38-0. Vikings with the ball, 1st and 10. At their own 38-yard line. Score takes a snap, looks out in the flat, tosses it out there, and it's incomplete. It was intended for Ensminger, and we have a penalty on the play.
First down pass falls incomplete.
Late hit on the quarterback.
Personal foul against Turtle Lake.
Call is a personal foul on the Lakers.
That should be moving the ball into Turtle Lake territory. And they put it down on the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Vikings.
And for that penalty, 1st and 10 for the Vikings from the 46-yard line.
Vikings come up to the line. Wide receiver split out on the left side. That's Lenz. Ensminger in motion. Give up the middle. This is McKee. Cuts it to the outside. Got across the 45 down to the 44-yard line. Gain of 2.
First down, good for 3, 2nd and 7.
It's going to be 2nd down, 8 yards to go for the Vikings. Yeah, the PA announcer said 2nd and 7. I said 2nd and 8, and the scoreboard says 2nd and 9. One of us probably has it right. All right, Vikings up to the line. Give to McKee again, straight up the middle. He got it to the 40-yard line, real close.
Again. Good for another 3.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 5
for the Vikings.
We've got it marked on the 41-yard line. Vikings at the line. Scorer in the pistol. Takes the snap. Looks out into the flat. He has a completed pass out there, I think. Nope, they're saying incomplete. Ensminger couldn't hang on.
Pass to Ensminger complete for incomplete. 4th down.
It was close. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 5 from the 41-yard line. 22 seconds remaining in the half. Lentz out wide to the right. Jensen to the left. Ensminger in the slot. Scorer takes the snap. Looking downfield. He's under pressure. Loses the ball. Picked up by Turtle Lake. They're coming down the sideline with it. Christian Torgerson, and gets taken out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Sikora makes the tackle.
The fumble to the 33-yard line for the Lakers. 1st and 10 for the Lakers from there.
Sikora, they're going to mark it at the 33.
Sikora actually took a hit from his own player, number 66. Cameron Molina there. See if he can shake off the cobwebs a little bit.
So 1st and 10 for Turtle Lake. They have slot receivers on both sides. Hall drops back, looking downfield, a little bit of pressure, rolling out to the left. Under more pressure, keeps it himself, runs up to about the 30-yard line. And that's where he's taken down, and that's going to bring an end to the first half. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we have a Viking profile and the Colfax High School Report, another halftime entertainment. So you're tuned to Viking football with the score, Turtle Lake 38, Vikings 0 on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool.
To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
Time now for Viking Halftime with this week's edition of Viking Profile and the Colfax High School Report. That's all coming up following this brief timeout.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand, trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Time now for Viking Profile, where we take a closer look at one of the Colfax Viking players. And now, Viking Profile.
We're talking with Ashton Greenwell, a junior here at Colfax High School on Viking Profile. And Ashton, we know that you play football, but are you involved in any other activities here at school?
I play, well, I go powerlifting. I do powerlifting, and I play baseball.
And what do you play in baseball?
I play first base, pitcher, and catcher.
Okay, so when did you start playing football, and what kind of experience has it been for you?
Well, I've played since we were able to in flag football, however long ago, and I don't know, it's fun. It's my favorite sport.
Okay, as long as you're having a good time.
Yeah, right.
There you go. So what's the most important thing you've learned from playing football?
Leadership and hard work. Them are the two main ones.
As long as you keep that up, you're going to get places, right? All right. So when you're not playing football or you're not here at school, what are some other things that interest you or keep you occupied?
I fish a lot, and I like to hunt too, go outdoors and everything. Yeah, okay. It's pretty fun.
How's the fishing been this last summer?
It's been okay. Not as good as a few years ago, but it's been okay.
Enough to put some dinner on the table once in a while?
Right, yeah.
All right, I've got some rapid-fire questions for you. Throw just the first thing that pops into your head.
All right.
Pie, ice cream, cake, or cookies?
Ice cream.
And your flavor?
Strawberry.
Okay. Yeah. Ford, Chevy, or another brand?
Chevy.
Okay. Favorite NFL team?
Packers.
Favorite college team?
The Badgers, Wisconsin.
Okay. If you had a superpower, what would it be and why?
To be able to fly or run fast, because I'm really slow, so yeah.
You know, I found that when I ask people that question, it's guys like me who have no speed at all that wish they had super speed.
Yeah,
so
super speed.
I feel your pain here. We're talking with Ashton Greenwell on Viking Profile. And Ashton, what are your plans for after high school?
I don't know. I was planning on going into the medical field, but I'm starting to question it. I don't know.
You've still got a year to think about this, and so there's no rush, but at least you're thinking about it. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
So how about a shout out to your family?
Hi, Abby and Aaron and Mom and Dad.
And when people come to Viking games, what number do you wear and what position do you play?
I'm number 52, and I play center on offense, and I play tackle on defense.
Well, we want to thank Ashton Greenwell for joining us today on Viking Profile. Coming up next, more Viking Halftime.
You've been listening to Viking Profile. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Time now for the Colfax High School report with an update about what's happening at Colfax High School.
The athletes have been keeping busy this past week at Colfax High School. Last week, Thursday, the Colfax Elk Mound girls golf team wrapped up their conference season when they competed in the Clover Croix Conference Golf Tournament. Winning the tournament this year was Eau Claire Regis Altoona's Ellie Anderson, who also earned Golfer of the Year honors. The Colfax Elk Mound girls finished third in the tournament, and the low round for Colfax Elk Mound was from Olivia Klickner with an 89, which was good enough to tie for fourth place individually. That finish was also good enough to earn her second team all-conference honors, earning all-conference honorable mention honors for Colfax Elk Mound were Selena Klickner, Emma Nachaniki, and Brianna Streifel. Last Saturday, the Viking volleyball team competed at the Cameron Invitational, where they picked up 4 wins and 1 loss. The Vikings defeated Cameron, Boyceville, Prairie Farm, and Rick Lake, all by scores of 2-1. They were defeated by Fall Creek also by the score of 2-1. Then on Tuesday, the girls defeated Boyceville 3-0. The girls currently have a 14-win and 8-loss record overall and are 3-0 in the Dunn-St. Croix Conference, which puts them currently in a 3-way tie for first place with Elk Mound and Elmwood Plum City. Last night, the Vikings took on Spring Valley, and we'll have those results for you on next week's Colfax High School report. Last Saturday, the Colfax girls cross-country teams traveled to Roy Gryak Invitational at the University of Minnesota. Top runners for the Vikings were Molly Heidorn, who finished 16th overall out of nearly 400 runners with a time of 20 minutes, 18.3 seconds. Ainsley Olson, who finished 151st with a time of 22 minutes, 54.2 seconds. And Jasmine Best, who finished 173rd with a time of 23 minutes, 17.1 seconds. Next week is homecoming week at Colfax High School. On Tuesday, the volleyball team will host a triangular meet as they welcome Bloomer and Menominee to Colfax High School. Action gets underway at 5:30 p.m. Then on Thursday, the Vikings travel to Elk Mound for a meet against the Mounders. The meet gets underway at 7 p.m. Then next week, Saturday, the girls travel to Altoona High School to compete in the 16-team Altoona Invitational. Next Saturday, the cross-country teams will head over to Eau Claire to compete in the 20-team Eau Claire Memorial Invitational. Action at South Middle School starts at 10 a.m. Finally, next Friday, the Viking football team will wrap up homecoming next week as they take on the Elmwood Plum City Wolves. They will have all the action of that one for you on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and NLWN-TV. In other school news, don't forget to show your support for Colfax High School through next week in celebration of Homecoming 2021. And that's what's happening at Colfax High School.
You've been tuned to the Colfax High School report with an update about what's happening at Colfax High School. Stay tuned. Coming up next is more Viking halftime and then second half action.
You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV by calling 715-563-1749.
2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
You've been tuned to Viking Halftime. Stay tuned. Coming up is second half action of today's Viking game on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
And welcome back to Turtle Lake High School, Hero Field, where it's homecoming, halftime, and the Turtle Lake Lakers are leading the Vikings 38-0. Boy, they had some music going at halftime here with the cha-cha slide, had the stands just jumping. They were bouncing up and down, the stands were, and then they did a little Sweet Caroline, and a lot of people were doing it. And they got a young man down on the sidelines who is quite the ringleader. You can see him right now. He gets the student body section here really going. As Zoe was saying, he's kind of a hype guy for the team. He got all during the pregame, he had him going, and
yeah, you know, he hasn't stopped since we got here.
Not at all. It is homecoming. Dan, why don't you run through the homecoming court for us real quick for Turtle Lake?
Yeah, homecoming court. Here's your court. Arian Madison was with Braden Schlock. Mara Jade Stoll was with Nate Loritzen. Allison Wagner, she was with Blake Phil. Autumn Heller, she was with Jay Kerman. Kellyanne Hansen, she was with Noah Torgerson. Morgan Murdoch, she was with Toby Call. And your king and queen your king was Bradley Beecroft, and your queen was Peyton Lamont.
And we're getting ready for the kickoff to start the second half. Vikings going to kick off. Back deep to receive. We have Christian Torgerson. And it's Joel Humphrey back there.
At the start of the second half, the Vikings are kicking off.
And Bryce Sikora getting ready to kick off for the Vikings. He's waiting for the whistle. He approaches. Drives it down to Christensen at about the 20-yard line. And Christensen getting hemmed in at about the 35. And it's going to be first down there for the Turtle Lake Lakers. And we should be in running clock mode for the second half. Lakers come up to the line. Torgerson split out wide to the left. Gives straight up the middle. That's Till on the carry. He gets it out across the 40 to about the 44-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 9. Second and 1.
9 yards. Second and 1.
Blake Till hasn't seen a lot of action tonight. Toby Call's been throwing it lights out here in the first half.
Second and the yard. Drew Torgerson split out wide to the left. Gives straight up the middle again. And this is Till again. Gets it out to the 50-yard line. It's going to be a first down for the Lakers.
For 6 yards and a Laker first down.
Turtle Lake content to run the ball right now, so see if that front four of Colfax can stop that.
First and 10 for the Lakers. They have slots on both sides. Give straight up the middle. This is Christensen. He's still on his feet. He's down to the 30-yard line. It's going to be another first down. It's about a 20-yard run. Make it 19 for Christian Torgerson. A lot of Torgersons out there to keep track of. Four, I believe, in uniform for the Lakers. Give up the middle. This is Torgerson again.
Christian Torgerson with 15 yards.
And Christian Torgerson gets it down to about the 11-yard line. Another first down. I think they're going to put it on the 12. First and 10 from the 12. Up to the line come the Lakers. Low snap, pitch to Humphrey coming around the left side. He gets it to the 10, where he's run out of bounds. Jensen, first one to make contact.
10-yard line, good for 3 yards, second and 7.
And it's a gain of 2 for second down, 8. Turtle Lake comes up to the line. Humphrey splitting out wide to the right. Drew Torgerson on the left. And I believe the Vikings jumped into the neutral zone. And that's what they called. So that'll make it second down and 3 for Turtle Lake from the 5-yard line.
After the penalty, second and 3.
All right, Turtle Lake comes up to the line. Drew Torgerson out wide to the left. Humphrey to the right. Call. High snap. Gives it straight up the middle and dragged down after he crosses the 5 to about the 3-yard line is Till.
Ashton Greenwell on the tackle.
Second down. Third and 2 for the Lakers.
They give him a gain of a yard to the 4. They're down on about a yard to go. Throw into the end zone, and it's incomplete. Paul's pass was a little bit low. It was intended for Korish. Brings up 4th and goal from the 4. It would be a win for the Vikings if they keep them out of the end zone here.
Yeah, let's see if that front 4 for Colfax can hold them.
Call gives it straight up the middle, met hard at the line of scrimmage and into the end zone goes Christian Torgerson. That was straight up the middle. He did get hit right at the line of scrimmage real hard, but he did not go down. He kept his feet going, and little spin action took him into the end zone, making the score Turtle Lake 44, Vikings 0.
Turtle Lake setting up to the 2-point conversion track.
Call rolls out, looking for the pylon. Did not get there. He did not get there. The Vikings filled that time and knocked him out of bounds at the 1. So the score remains Turtle Lake 44, Vikings 0. And you're tuned to Viking Football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
It happens to everyone eventually. Your computer goes on the fritz. Fear not. Slayton's Technology Services can help. When your computer decides to not cooperate, it can be very frustrating. Let Slayton's Technology Services keep you from wanting to drive your computer right off a cliff. Slayton's Technology Services supports business of all sizes. They offer assistance with managed anti-malware, encrypted email, fast tech support, data backup, and recovery, and more. Call Slayton's Technology Services at 715-864-2833 and get the IT help you desire. Slayton's Technology Services is the official IT service for the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
Simplify your life. Pleasant Valley Properties provides affordable housing and homes in communities in Wisconsin, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Nebraska. They have staff available to help you locate the home that best meets your needs and desires, as well as service staff that maintains the properties. Contact Pleasant Valley Properties at 715-226-6200. Call today and let them help you get into the home of your dreams. That's Pleasant Valley Properties, 301 Bremer Avenue in Colfax.
Turtle Lake getting ready to kick off to the Vikings. Brandon Shalek to kick. A short kick, fielded by Anderson. He gets it out across the 35. At the 36, he got met and driven backwards by Wyatt Nitchie for Turtle Lake. And they're going to mark it at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Vikings.
If you have found a Samsung phone in a green and camouflage case, please bring it up to the press box.
All right, coming up to the line of scrimmage come the Vikings. McKee still at running back. And we have a penalty.
Flag on the play.
Stops the play. I think our receiver on this end took off too early. That was Ensminger. Actually, to be honest with you, I think it was a late snap. I think Ensminger took off when he was supposed to, but the snap didn't get.
Yeah, he seemed a little confused.
Ashton Greenwell at center for the Vikings. Sikora waiting for the snap. Takes the snap. Gives it up the middle to McKee. Not much there. He gets across the 30 to the 31. It's back to the line of scrimmage, basically. So 2nd and 15. Len splits out wide to the right. Ensminger to the left. 2 backs in the backfield. And this time, Vikings jumped. They had a little flinch in the line. They were pointing kind of at Cameron Molina that time.
That is a 5-yard penalty.
So that's going to make it 2nd down 20 for the Vikings.
As the penalty is 2nd and 18 for the Vikings.
They're back on the 26-yard line. Score drops back, looks to his right, pulls it down, throws it, caught and complete to Lenz, who gets into the open. He's across the 50. He's met at the 49-yard line, but it's a 1st down for the Vikings. Pass complete to Tristan Lenz, and he made a good move right after catching it. They're going to mark the ball right on the 50, but he made a nice move right after catching it to get a few extra yards.
Yeah, good job for Tristan Lenz to come back to that one. He turned around and came back.
Sikora looking downfield, throws it over the middle to McKee. He's got it. He had it twice, in fact. Gets it across the 40 down to the 39-yard line, and it's another 1st down. McKee should get credit for 2 receptions on that because it hit him right in the hands, bounced in the air, and he caught it a 2nd time. At any rate,
good job by McKee to keep his eye out.
Lenz out wide to the right. Ensminger to the left. Sikora drops back, looks downfield, throws it over the middle. He's got McKee again. He's down across the 30 to about the 27-yard line. It's going to be another first down for the Vikings.
Another 11 yards for the Vikings and a first down.
They're going to mark it on the 28. Still 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Lenz to the right. Ensminger to the left. 2 backs in the backfield. Throwing out to Ensminger. He's got it down around the 15-yard line.
Ensminger with the reception.
Vikings move into the red zone.
Yeah, good job by Ensminger to make separation from his defender.
They're marking it on the 16. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Minute 36 to go in the third quarter. Sikora drops back, looking downfield, looking to the corner. And it's intercepted in the end zone. Pass is intercepted by Walker Korish.
In the end zone.
This is the kind of luck the Vikings have had for the last 3 weeks. Just when they get something good going, disaster strikes. Pass was intended for Lenz, and it was a jump ball, and Korish came away with it. And again, it's one of those where they both had their hands on the ball.
After that interception in the end zone, 1st and 10 for the Lakers.
So the Lakers have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. 40 seconds to go in the half, or in the quarter. And I believe we have a new quarterback out there. I think Korish has moved to quarterback now.
In at quarterback for the Lakers, number 8, Walker Korish.
Takes the ball, gives it up the middle. Ball was carried by Joey Malls.
Laker ball carrier, Moles, good for 2 yards.
He got 2 yards, second down 8. And that's the end of the third quarter with the score. Turtle Lake 44, the Vikings 0. And you're tuned to Viking football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Are your pooch's proportions putting on pounds? Or is your kitty's constitution constantly complaining? Well, stop by and see the friendly folks at the Colfax Animal Hospital. Dr. Bruce Buckley and his staff will be happy to help you get your family friend back on the road to healthy living. That's the Colfax Animal Hospital. Call them at 715-962-3380.
You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV by calling 715-563-1749.
And we're back here at Turtle Lake High School. Hey, I want to remind you that coming up on Saturday the 9th, the cross-country teams are going to head over to Eau Claire to compete in the 19-team Eau Claire Memorial Invitational. Action at South Middle School starts at 10 a.m. for some good cross-country action.
I ran that one.
You ran that one?
At South Middle School.
In real world, are you still running it? All right, Turtle Lake gives it up the middle again, and they didn't get much there. I did not catch who the ball carrier was.
Well, you know my sense of time isn't very good.
So you come by it naturally, right? It's always been that way. All right, slot receiver on the right. Give straight up the middle again. I believe that's Malls again on the carry. He gets it out across the 20 to about the 23. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 7. Fourth down, 7 yards to go. And it looks like they're going to call timeout. And they do. So with 10:40 to go in the game, it's Turtle Lake 44, Vikings 0, and you're tuned to Viking Football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
When it comes to your finances, security is just so important. Derry State Bank's online banking and mobile app offers dozens of new and enhanced real-time alerts. Whether an ATM withdrawal is made or a login to your account failed, you'll instantly know. So now, the technology that makes it easier to manage your money is also making it safer. Visit DerryStateBank.com or call to learn more. Derry State Bank. Banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Derry State Bank.
And we're back here at Turtle Lake High School.
And 7 for the Lakers.
Hey, want to remind you, start making your plans to tune in to either the Northern Light Webcasting Network's audio service or NLWN-TV for our Halloween party 2021 on Halloween night. Back in punt formation for Turtle Lake. I didn't catch the number. Just barely got the kick away. And the ball is going to roll dead in Viking territory at the 47-yard line. So the Vikings will have it 1st and 10 at that point. As I was saying, we're going to bring you the finest in Halloween-themed old-time radio programs, including the most famous Halloween broadcast of all time. That's Orson Welles in The War of the Worlds. That's on Halloween night beginning at 7 o'clock on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. It's a good night to turn out the lights and just listen by the glow of the jack-o'-lantern.
And hide under the covers.
Give straight up the middle. Get out to about the 50-yard line. I think that was McKee again.
Anderson, the ball carrier, good for 3 yards on first down.
And it's gain of about 3. 2nd and 7. McKee the setback. Sikora drops back. Looking downfield. He's got Ensminger dives. He does not hang on to the ball. Elijah Ensminger had a step.
2nd down, 3rd and 7 for the Vikings.
Brings up 3rd down, 7.
Yeah, they almost connected there. He got a little separation from his defender.
All right, splitting out wide to the left is Lenz. Ensminger going over to the slot on the right. Bryson Tusho also on the right. Sikora throwing downfield, pass is incomplete. Sikora got dangerously close to the line of scrimmage there. And I think he realized it, which made his motion a little bit off because he was trying to get rid of the ball before he crossed the line. 4th down, 7. At their own 49. Lentz out wide to the left. Score dropping back, looking that way. Now going to the right. He's got a receiver just out of the reach of Ensminger, who had 2 steps on his defender. He connects with Ensminger there, and it would have been a touchdown. But instead, the ball goes over on downs to the Turtle Lake Lakers.
Yeah, remember that play. See if they come back to if they get the ball back.
Again, I want to remind you that next Friday night, October 8th, we're going to bring you the Vikings taking on the Elmwood Plum City Wolves from Colfax High School. That will be Colfax's homecoming. Coverage on the 8th will begin with Viking pregame at 6:40. That'll be on both the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and NLWN-TV. Give straight up the middle, nothing there. Ball's on the carry.
Rose, the ball carrier for the Lakers.
Second down, 10.
For the Lakers, number 10, Justin Rose.
New quarterback in for Turtle Lake, Justin Rose.
What grade is he?
5'4", 155-pound freshman. Rose in the pistol. Takes a high snap, gives it to Malls, goes straight up the middle, and there's nothing there again. Third down, 10.
Back to the line of scrimmage on second down. 3rd and 10 for the Lakers.
In fact, they're going to say he lost a yard that time. So it's 3rd and 11. Back on the 49-yard line. Lakers at the line. A give right up the middle again. Got across the 50 down to about the 48-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down. 4th and let's make it a long 8.
Good for 3 yards. 4th and 8 for the Lakers.
Looks like they'll go for it.
Rose has the play, comes into the huddle. They come up to the line. Matthew Munch headed out to the right side. Rose looking out to the right. He's got Munch. Or check that's not Munch. It's Lane Haig, and gets taken down at the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st down for the Vikings, and they're going to mark it on the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Vikings.
Kate Anderson the stop for Colfax.
Tuchel coming into quarterback. Brian Tuchel. Receiver split out wide on both sides. Jensen on the left and Sminger on the right. Tuchel takes the snap, drops back, looks out in the flat, pass is batted down.
First down pass falls incomplete.
It was intended for Sminger out there.
Yeah, number 50, Ryan Strenke for Turtle Lake, got his hand in there.
Second down, 10. Lentz out wide to the left, and Sminger to the right. Tuchel looking over, got Lenz, complete at about the 46-yard line. Penalty marker on the play. In the backfield where offensive holding is oftentimes called.
Personal foul on Cameron Molino.
And they called a personal foul. They did not. The announcer said holding, but I don't think so. Yeah, it's a 15-yarder, so it's not a holding penalty.
That 15-yard penalty.
It's a personal foul against the Vikings.
2nd and 22.
You know, but That's kind of the way Cameron plays. You know, he's got a little
chip
jump
on his shoulder?
Yeah. A little jump in his step, little chip on his shoulder.
All right, Vikings at the line. Tuchel gives it up the middle to McKee. Just lost his footing as he was trying to turn it up into the hole. Somebody got a fingertip on his ankle, it looked like. He got it out to the 35-yard line, 34-yard line. Tuchel looking downfield. He's got Ensminger. Ensminger has it. He's got it. Nobody's going to catch Elijah Ensminger. Touchdown Vikings. No flags on the field. It took them 11 quarters, almost 12 quarters to score, but doggone it, a touchdown feels good. Elijah Ensminger turned on the Jets after making the catch.
Yeah.
And the Vikings are on the board.
Tuchel throws a dart.
Vikings setting up for the 2-point conversion attempt.
Minute 44 to go. Ensminger out wide to the left. Lenz to the right. Tuchel takes the snap. Gives it up the middle. McKee takes it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And the score. Turtle Lake 44 and the Vikings have 8. You're tuned to Viking football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
To get your lawn or garden to perform like you want, you first need to know about your soil. That's where Midwest Environmental Consultants can help. Their soil testing service can give you a complete rundown on your soil's nutrition and health. They test for nitrogen levels, phosphorus, potash, micronutrients, minerals, pH, and organic matter. Let Midwest Environmental Consultants put you in control of your soil's health. Call Midwest Environmental Consultants at 715-586-1302. That's Midwest Environmental Consultants, soil testers for the Chippewa Valley.
Come and join me on Halloween night as the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV bring you a Halloween Party 2021. We will bring you a selection of the finest in Halloween old-time radio broadcasts, and we'll cap it all off with the classic War of the Worlds starring Orson Welles. That's Halloween night on both the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and NLWN-TV starting at 7 p.m. I'll see you then.
Now we're back here at Turtle Lake High School. You know, Dan, there's only a minute 44 left in the game, but the Vikings put points on the board. That's a positive thing for them to build off of.
Yeah, you know, they're going to remember that play.
All right, Vikings now have everybody set. Sikora, onside kick, and Turtle Lake falls on it at the 49-yard line. Fallen on by Cordell Heimstra. Cordell Heimstra falls on it. And the clock is rolling. I suspect we will see Turtle Lake not in any rush to get any plays off. Up to the line comes Turtle Lake. Brunclick seems to be confused as to where he's supposed to be lined up. And they're going to kneel it out. That's the Turtle Lake version of victory formation. The snap back to Rose as he just dropped to a knee. Brings up second down with 48 seconds left. Probably only have to snap it one more time. Turtle Lake has the ball. Rose drops to a knee. And that should do it. They shouldn't have to run another play. Some hands getting shook already. Cameron Madison shaking hands out there for Turtle Lake. Some good sportsmanship being shown as the clock winds down. Turtle Lake has a happy homecoming, and they just got the coach with the Gatorade bucket. And that's going to do it. Final score tonight, Turtle Lake Lakers 44 and the Vikings 8. We'll be back with Viking postgame right after this timeout. You're tuned to Viking Football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
This has been Colfax Viking Football, live on the Northern Light Webcasting Network. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network in conjunction with Colfax High School. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Viking Postgame, where I'll look back at today's game.
Right here, baby. Look. Oma.
No. Something more than a birthday is happening here. Once you can see it, you can help. The sooner you recognize the signs of autism, the sooner you can make a lifetime of difference for your child. Start by answering a few simple questions at screenforautism.org.
Time now for Viking Postgame, with a wrap-up of today's Colfax Vikings game. And now, back out to the stadium.
And we're back out here at Turtle Lake High School at Saputo Field. Rick Olson along with Dan Petchow, Zoe Pitts on the switcher today, Chris Olson on our camera work, and Dan, the Vikings got something positive in this game even though they go down 44-8. In a game that was, to be honest with you, getting pretty, I can't think of the right word. It wasn't, desperate wasn't the right word, but it was just
stale.
Yeah, and frustrating because the Vikings just couldn't seem to get anything going, and then finally, towards the end of the game, they made some positive things happen.
Yeah, you know, Colfax had moments in the first half. They're really good between the 30 and the 30.
This is true, and we've noticed that the last several weeks.
You know,
it's just sustaining drives.
And they ran into a really hot Toby Call for Turtle Lake tonight.
And they knew that was going to be a problem. Toby Call's been hot all year throwing the ball, and he proved why tonight. Boy, some of those passes, he just laid them right in there. And
yeah, you know, Turtle Lake's front four did a great job, you know.
Protecting him.
A lot of protection, a lot of time back there. So, yeah, you know, I mean, at the end, granted, Turtle Lake probably had their third string in, but it showed that Colfax has something to build on.
Well, the pass from Tusho to Ensminger was right on the money. It was right there, and then it showed that you put the ball on the money, Ensminger's going to catch it, and then he's going to turn on the jets. And that's what he did. So I don't care if it's the first team or third team, you put the ball that accurate, which is what Call did to the Vikings all night. And so the Vikings had a chance to return the favor.
Yeah, you know, like we were talking about the last couple of weeks, and I brought it up this game. I think if they would add that play action in the game somewhere, that would kind of open everything up. You know, all the defenses kind of bunch that middle, and Colfax doesn't really have an answer for that.
Well, and the other part of that is they know the Vikings want to run the ball up the middle. So if you put play action, you're going to get them to commit.
Right.
And and I agree with you. Even if that means bringing your quarterback up under center, which makes it easier to run play action. The problem is on throwing the ball, the quarterback has to turn their back to the defense in the process, and then getting a good read is sometimes difficult. But I agree with you that maybe some play action might be in order and might open things up for the Vikings a little bit.
Yeah, Colfax can get a little one-dimensional, and sometimes that kind of, they run into buzzsaw that way.
Well, next week it's going to be the Elmwood Plum City Wolves, and it's homecoming for the Vikings. So maybe they can end up with a happy homecoming next week.
Yeah, right.
And of course, we're going to have that one for you right here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network next Friday, October 8th. Vikings against Elmwood Plum City Wolves. And like I said, it is homecoming for Colfax. Coverage on the 8th begins with Viking pregame at 6:40 p.m. on both the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Don't forget, Monday, the Viking volleyball team is going to host Bloomer and Menominee in a triangular volleyball meet. Action starts at 5:30 in the Colfax High School gym. Then on Thursday, the girls travel to Elk Mound to take on Elk Mound Mounders. Action there starts at 7 o'clock. Saturday the 9th, the cross-country teams head over to Eau Claire to compete in the 19-team Eau Claire Memorial Invitational. Action at South Middle School starts at 10 p.m. You also just saw an ad for it just a minute ago. I want to remind you to start making your plans to tune in to either the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service or to NLWN-TV for our Halloween Party 2021. We will bring you the finest in Halloween-themed old-time radio programs, including the most famous Halloween broadcast of all time. That would be Orson Welles in The War of the Worlds. That's Halloween night. It gets underway at 7 p.m. For the most part, most kids will be done trick-or-treating by then, so it's a good time to turn out the lights, watch by the glow of the pumpkin, and enjoy it the way folks did many years ago.
So that means I have to be done trick-or-treating by 7 o'clock?
If you want to listen, yeah.
Okay.
That's on both the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Final score again tonight from Turtle Lake. It's the Turtle Lake Lakers 44 and the Vikings 8. For Dan Petchow and Zoe Pitts and Chris Olson, this is Rick Olson, reminding you that tonight's Colfax High School football game is brought to you by the Colfax Animal Hospital, Dairy State Bank, Midwest Environmental Consultants, Anderson Bridge, Synergy Co-op, Slayton's Technology, Pleasant Valley Properties, the Security Agency, Kyle's Buff and Shine. Now be sure to thank these fine sponsors for bringing you Colfax Viking Football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You're home before sunrise, on top of the house, the kids, and our future. The smell of your cooking is our alarm clock. My Shiro's day is never done. So let's start saving a little more now so we can feel prepared for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give us the personalized tips we need so we can live our lives to the fullest. Visit aceyourretirement.org.
You've been listening to Viking Postgame, a wrap-up of today's Colfax Vikings game. You can catch Colfax Vikings games by tuning in any of the Northern Light Webcasting Network outlets. This has been a production of the Northern Light Webcasting Network.